Well, I always like to start with some good news for you, Barnes. Sydney Sweeney sequel.
To which?
Looking to start The Housemaid's Secret, the sequel to The Housemaid. Now in development. Yeah. Apparently, the next film in the franchise is based on the second novel in Frida McFadden's trilogy. She's already signed on to executive produce. Of course, you know they're going to put her in the film. Lionsgate is understood to be looking to her to reprise her role as Millie. Would you be happy about that?
Yeah, that's one of the only movies I've seen in the theater this year. But supposedly she signed on for all three. So, yeah, take me there.
Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban sadly have settled their divorce. Details have been released. Nicole's home will serve as the primary residence for their daughters under the agreement. They'll spend every other weekend with their dad. That means they'll be with him 59 days out of the year. That's not a lot. She's going to have the girls the rest of the time. They waived their rights to child and spousal support as part of the deal, meaning neither will receive alimony. And, of course, they have split up their properties. It just makes me so sad.
All this really means is more nannies are put into good jobs, speaking of The Housemaid, because these guys are not with their kids a lot anyway. I mean, it's just the nature of being that famous. You just have stuff you got to do.
I will say that I haven't watched it, but Stranger Things 5 becomes Netflix's number 9 most popular English language series of all time, with 105.7 million views so far. I mean, we knew it was going to be huge, right? Well, Barnes, now there's a documentary. Yeah, it's called One Last Adventure, The Making of Stranger Things 5.
It's a beloved show, and Matt and Ross have to bring it to an end. The stakes are high.
At the end of the day, the audience cares most about the characters. There was a debate in terms of Eleven's fate. God, I don't know how to play this. Is she really going to go through with this?
I'm not ready to let go.
A lot of people thought there was going to be another episode coming out, like a surprise episode, and that it wouldn't be the ending. Yeah, that's the talk online.
Did not hear about that.
I haven't seen anything. Yeah.
If you're a fan, this doc would be really cool because it looks inside the years of all the work they put together, and it premieres next week on January 12th. A new gig for Sebastian Stan, The Batman Part 2. He would join Robert Pattinson and Scarlett Johansson. This is the whole DC Studios universe. And I like Sebastian Stan. I think this is going to be really cool. But I got to say, I am so confused about the whole DC Studio and Avengers. And now there's another one with Chris Evans with Avengers Doomsday. Somebody needs to do a whole family tree for me to explain any of it.
A glossary to get it. I mean, if you're in, you know. But if you're not, it's tough to just jump in there.
Yeah, because Chris Evans now is back for Avengers Doomsday. And apparently now the whole theme, he is shown holding a newborn baby, looking on in awe. The Russo brothers who created it said the character that changed our lives, the story that brought us all here together, it was always going to come back to this. And that is premiering December 18th, 2026, Avengers Doomsday with Chris Evans. A lot of stuff premiering in January, Barnes. You know, Netflix Star Search is just around the corner. January the 20th. They did reveal the judges, not sure if you heard, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Chrissy Teigen, and Jelly Roll. What? Yeah, they will be the judges.
Sarah Michelle Gellar.
I know. Isn't that interesting? Hosted by Anthony Anderson, January 20th. It'll be streaming live on Tuesdays and Wednesdays on Netflix.
I predict that it's going to kill it. I think it's 100% going to kill it. Even with Sarah Michelle Gellar. Nothing against her, but where does she fit in that thing? Unless she was founded on Star Search. I don't know.
Maybe she was. I know. Now, I have to remind myself about Star Search. Is that sort of like...
That was the Ed McMahon thing.
It was sort of like that other talent show?
Yeah, America's Got Talent.
Is it sort of like that?
But the OG, thing? Way back. Yeah, he was Ed McMahon on the stage, and they found Britney Spears, and they found all those people. Yeah.
Okay, now we also know that coming around the corner into January... the Golden Globes for me. Nikki Glaser says that there's one celebrity that she won't roast. And I thought, what? What are you talking about? Julia Roberts.
Why not?
She's been trying out her monologue in all these comedy clubs in L.A., and she said that jokes about Julia Roberts do not go well with test audiences. She also said either Leonardo DiCaprio or Sean Penn because they are beloved. I'm like, I didn't think she'd shy away from anyone.
No, and why are people not digging I want to hear the jokes, because I would put her up towards the top as an easy target.
I was so giddy when I saw this. You know how we talk about the gift bags for the Golden Globes?
Yeah.
Nearly worth $1 million in the gift bag. I'm going to just give you some stuff. Global travel. And I know you're the global traveler. What do you think about this? A 3-night stay at the Hilton, Maldives, Amangirl Resort. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. But it's valued at $80,000.
You know what I've heard?
What?
I've learned that a lot of these have a serious asterisk on them, and you have to claim them really quickly. You have to use them in a window, so they build up this $1 million bag. But it seems like, from what I've heard, it's very difficult to use a lot of the things.
Oh.
It's got a lot of those stipulations where you see about some free trip, but you have to jump through a hoop on a Wednesday, arrive on a Tuesday. It's just weird.
Okay, because I was wondering, do you think that these gift bags, let's say Robert De Niro picked one up, you think he's giving it to his assistant or something?
I was just going to say, they don't allow that. So you can't do that either. They're not transferable. So you can't, all of a sudden your assistant's getting gifted all these things. They don't allow it.
Well, it's publicity for all these resorts. A beachfront villa stay in Turks and Caicos, estimated at $50,000, and then accommodations a 2-night stay at the Maruca, the world's first underwater residence. Woo!
Okay,
that's
now we're
$70,000.
Interesting. Okay.
I don't know. $1 million? That's a lot.
That's a pretty steep package.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
The CJ Pearson Show.
I'm CJ Pearson, and I'm the host of The CJ Pearson Show. Every week, we'll take on the biggest cultural, political, and moral battles in America head on.
From a perspective you won't hear on mainstream media.
No spin, no filters, and no apologies.
Straight talk and fearless, real perspective.
Family, faith, country, bold truth, real conviction, zero permission. This is The CJ Pearson Show.
The CJ Pearson Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Now, when you think of Robin Hood, do you think of a dark Robin Hood? Wow, Hugh Jackman is portraying a very darker version of Robin Hood in the upcoming film, The Death of Robin Hood. In this adaptation, he's depicted as a character with a troubled past filled with crime and murder. His journey towards redemption begins when he meets a mysterious woman who aids him after he suffers a serious injury in battle. Let's take a look.
Would you like to know a secret? People speak of Robin Hood, tell his stories. They're all lies. He was not a hero. You were a murderous brigand. We were monsters. I am the outlaw. Robin Hood.
He looks really weathered in it as well. Bill Skarsgård is also in it. Jodie Comer. No release date, but it will be sometime this year. I don't know if you saw the latest with Dax Shepard and Cher with Dax's podcast, but I have to say he looked super nervous talking to Cher. Kristen Bell was sitting there too. This is what Cher thinks that Kristen Bell could do better than Dax Shepard. She says it right in front of Dax.
Who would you like to see Kristen with? If you got to pick from every available Bachelor. Oh, they don't even have to be available. They can be some taken ones if you want. Who would be your dream partner for her? So I know you think she could do better, and I don't disagree. Who would be your pick?
I don't know.
Brad Pitt,
he's
maybe?
being self-deprecating right now. She's
just not sold yet on me.
She's not sold yet. Well, you don't have the...
The truth is, I trust her, so you must have something that I don't see.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, what is she referencing there?
You must have something that I don't see.
What do you think?
I thought of all sorts of things, but...
Well, name one.
I think his looks, maybe it could be one thing. She's like looking at him going, you must have something I don't see. It's almost like what a diss though on his own podcast.
Well, it could be.
What were you thinking?
Not that. I was going dirtier. I think she's referencing that he must, have the business.
Yeah.
But what, how people always want to know who's plastic surgery person, is who? Like how do they, stay still?
Yeah.
Cher's 109 years old. She looks 40. She looks exactly the same as all of her eras.
And then on the other podcast with Amy Poehler, the Good Hang podcast, she asks Gwyneth Paltrow if she's ever been fired.
I was supposed to do a movie at one point and it was like right after the kind of conscious uncoupling thing with Chris, and there was like a lot of harsh stuff in the press. And I think the distributor was like, this might be too hot to touch.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't need the heat.
Yeah. So that was great.
One thing I like about Gwyneth, she doesn't care about talking about her past relationships. I mean, she's talked about Brad Pitt before. She even in this one talked about Ben Affleck, and she said even though they ended their relationship before the release of their movie Bounce back in 2000, that they're good friends. How? That's interesting.
She seems just like this super open person. And like the whole thing with Chris Martin, why would she lose a gig? Are Coldplay that beloved that they think that the world's going to be rattled that they broke up?
I think a lot of people made fun of her for the whole conscious uncoupling thing. I think it was that. It was like, that is ridiculous at the time. Everyone thought that.
All right.
I don't know if you've seen photos of Kristen Stewart lately, but she looks hot, I will say. She looks fantastic. The New York Times did an interview with her, and I'm like, what? Is she really going to go there? She is talking about Twilight.
I was talking to one of my friends about that movie because it's like on TV a lot over the holidays. I was like, how is that aging? What? Because they watch it every year on Christmas with like their fam. And look, I love what Catherine did. I love what Chris did. I love what all of the directors did with the movies. But they were so themselves and weird and kind of like squirrely and just so present in that time when they didn't really know what they were yet, like before they blew up. Imagine if we had like a huge budget and like a bunch of love and support and like, I don't know. I would love to readapt. Yeah, sure. I'll do the remake. I'm doing it. I'm committed.
Wow, that was interesting. Remember the whole thing with Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson, like they were a hot couple? Was that real or was that just for the Twilight promotion?
That's a big deal.
Who knows? That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
My name is David Goss. I am joined by two icons of the game, Megan Klingenberg and Ale Bedoya.
It's just been so fun
being a part of this community that we are building.
Hopefully we'll be not just a niche sport here in our country, but also even more respected across the globe.
Follow us wherever you get your podcasts. We are excited to cover it all here at the U.S. Soccer Podcast. It is going to be a big year. Kling, red card, or play on?
A play on.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.